Welcome, one and everyone, to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 434, I think. I am your neighborhood friendly Oxhorn, here as always with my suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today. We have been working hard all week with a bunch of great content. Published a video on the Underworld the day before, or yesterday. Published a video on Camp Guardian today. Covered the entire Dry Rock Gulch on Monday. And I got some killer content scheduled for you tomorrow. So be sure to tune in then. But we got a great show for you planned today. First and foremost, the hurricane! I know many of you are kind of right in the path of a hurricane right now. So we just finished with the hurricane in Texas, and now we've got one going to Florida. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, I hope that each and every one of you stays safe. And yeah, don't let my broadcast keep you in your home. By all means, evacuate, evacuate, evacuate if you need to. Because hurricanes are scary business. But if you're in the path of the hurricane, I'm just really blessed that you're coming onto the program, but just please, 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 please be safe. Good to see you all here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a few... Oh, we've got a new mod in the chat. Okay, so we've got a few mods who are monitoring the chat today, but I think I may end up doing most of the reading myself. But if the mods want to say hi, feel free to say hi real quick.
Hello.
Hello.
If they see any great questions that you guys ask in the chat, they're going to interrupt me with some, in order to ask them in case I miss them. So it's a pleasure to have them helping with the broadcast today. So later on in the program, we're going to be playing some Metro, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's my one time each week to actually play a video game for pleasure, as opposed to work, even though I am doing it during a live broadcast. So technically it's work, I guess. But it's fun, so I can't complain. And what is Scotch and Smoke Rings without Scotch and Smoke Rings? Sadly, I don't have Scotch, so we can't have that. But I do have some vodka. I tried it earlier. It's really strong. Alright. I don't know how the Russians do it. But without any whiskey, without any scotch, we're sadly trying to down this vodka, but it is better than nothing. Although I'm glad I have some water to wash it down with. But thankfully, we have quite a complement of cigars today. Today, I am smoking a La Aurora y Leon Corojo, and I've got another one on backup just in case. This one's a La Aurora torpedo cut Corojo. This is just a Churchill cut. So we're going to use our handy desktop cutter here and snip the tip. There we go. I'm all out of lighter fluid. No, what is it? No, I've got plenty of lighter fluid. What is it that I'm missing? What did I just drop? What I'm missing is I'm missing flints for my lighter, so we're going to have to use matches. Thankfully, I have plenty of matches today. If I can light it, I can strike the match. Matches are not hard. There we go. There we go. Oh, man. I do it every time. This guard is right in my face, and I just hit it with my cigar. Dark Knight says, any advice for Hurricane Irma? This is my first time in my life I'm experiencing an actual hurricane. No, I have no advice. I have never lived through a hurricane in all my years. I live on the West Coast. I know that it's possible for them to come this far up north, but very unlikely. I've never seen one. So we don't get hurricanes here. At least I don't think so. We haven't in a long while. The Dark Seraph says, shut up and take my money, while tipping me money. Anybody make this joke? No, I think you're the first to tip me money while saying, shut up and take my money. So, you win. And if anyone wants to emulate that behavior, I'm not going to say no. Anyway, yeah, I don't have advice. I mean, get bottled water, get snacks, find a high place. How's that? I probably have better advice for surviving a nuclear apocalypse than I do a hurricane. I'll tell you all about backyard bunkers at another time. Have you ever thought about playing Skyrim? His name just flew right off the screen. No. I mean, yes. So, Vicious Viper. Yes, I have thought about playing Skyrim. In fact, I've made a few Skyrim videos here on the program, and I've done a few Skyrim live streams in the past. But, you know, you know, Skyrim is one of those games that's amazing, and it's critically acclaimed, and everyone loves it. But I'm not a big fantasy fan right now. I used to be. When I was a younger man, I was into fantasy. I read all of Tolkien and C.S. Lewis and all of that, and, you know, I was into it. But these days, I'm not big into fantasy. I'm more into sci-fi and post-apocalyptic. I don't know why. Maybe I'll change sometime in the future. Insurance Freud says, I'm so glad you're streaming. Thank you. Dead Pelican says, howdy Ox, love your vids. Great stuff. Thank you. Rogue Way gives some hurricane advice and says, put a penny in the air. It lets you see if the weatherman is right or wrong. The storm might hit me or Mickey Mouse. So, you're suggesting throw a penny into the air to see if a hurricane's coming. That's your advice for hurricane? All right. I mean, I have to admit, it will tell you which way the wind is blowing at that moment in time. But, I mean, it's a brief period of time. The penny drops to the ground eventually, in which case it ceases to be useful as a weather direction detector. I mean, a weather vane may be more useful. Or just look on the internet. You might not have the internet, and that's okay. Penny in the sky, all right. Neville. Has Oxhorn been watching Game of Thrones? No. I don't watch Game of Thrones. Not that I have anything against Game of Thrones. I've just never been interested. And it's just, I don't get it. Like, I mean, I get it. I get it. But I don't get it. Because there's a lot of places you can go to see. But I want my fantasy to be fantasy. I don't want it to be, you know, because I can get that anywhere. I want my fantasy to be fantasy. Plus, I don't understand how it's become mainstream. I mean, it's pretty dark to be a mainstream thing. I mean, there's a lot of things in Game of Thrones that's not really, you know, polite company material to be talking about. But somehow it's mainstream. And I know it's mainstream because back when I did my day job, going to work every day 9 to 5, doing the grind, getting on the car and the train and whatnot, I would show up to work and I would sit down at my office and say, so how was your day? And they'd start to recount the latest episode of Game of Thrones. This is the person who died. And it was a horrible... He was a main character. Can you believe it? This main character just got killed in this show. And I'm like, oh. I once went to Amsterdam on a business trip. And we're in Amsterdam. I had never been to Amsterdam before. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Amsterdam is a long way away. It was like a 14, 16-hour flight, something crazy like that. A straight shot from Seattle to Amsterdam. We land in Amsterdam. We're exploring. I want to go walking, and I did. I took one day to go walking by myself. After the work was done, I just walked by myself. I got to explore the city. I finally got to explore it. It was fun. But while we were working, one of the days we had dinner at a fancy restaurant, and we all sat down, and my boss and my other coworkers sat there talking about Game of Thrones for 2 hours. 2 hours! And I'm sitting at the table, and I'm realizing that it's probably important for me to watch this blasted show, Game of Thrones, just so that I can have something to talk about with my coworkers in Amsterdam. The company goes on a trip to Amsterdam. You'd think we would talk about things in Amsterdam, or at least things work-related. But no, they're talking about Game of Thrones for 2 hours. Really uninterested. I was bored. Now, I'm sure Game of Thrones is a fine show. Nothing against Game of Thrones, I know. It's just I haven't seen it. And I really don't have any interest in seeing it at this point, however many years later. Anyway.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Alright. Secta says, hey Ox, what would you like to see on the Fallout 4 Creation Club?
I'm glad you asked that. I've been waiting. Hey, thanks for the tip, Commander Zoot. He says, you're gorgeous, man. Thanks for the beard advice. The upper lip is still disobedient. I'm going to go buy a cream. Well, be careful with the creams you buy, but there are some creams that can give you, they can open up your blood vessels to the capillaries to the follicle. And anyway, I'm glad you asked that question about the Creation Club. This is what I would like to see.
Oh, me?
Where's my book? I can't find my book. There was some concept art in the art of Fallout 4 for this device. It was a jetpack. And I forget what it was called. There was a specific class of raider or wastelander that would have this jetpack, and it was a little bit, it was a little bit cumbersome. It was the thing you got into, and you held onto these two little sticks, and you would push the button, and you could fly around with the jetpack. But it was outside power armor. That is what I would love to see. I would love to see the Creation Kit start to come out with many of the things that Bethesda envisioned, but never had the time to implement into the entire game. Many of the things we find in the concept art for the game. Like the Institute Power Armor, for example. There are mods out there that give you the Institute Power Armor, but I'd love to see a suit that's canon, a suit that we could purchase from the Creation Club, and it's integrated well with the Institute, with the lore of the Institute. Maybe coursers would appear with it, and it's perfectly meshes into the game. I'd love to see stuff like that.
I got one.
That's really I to talk to her.
All right.
Oh man. I broke my neck. Are you going to be asking questions, or should I keep reading?
I just have one. I have a question.
Okay. Oh. Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
All right. Mr. Butterseer says, Ox, what mods do you recommend for a new mod user in Fallout 4?
Well, it really depends upon what you're trying to get out of it. There's not a lot of gameplay enhancements that I would recommend. I know that there are some people who have a lot of gameplay issues with Fallout 4, but I really don't. I think the menus are okay. I think the way combat works is fine. I don't want to change any of the guns, really. There are a few things. I would install a mod that makes it faster to enter and exit power armor. Otherwise, it just becomes a chore. There are a few UI mods you can install that increase the size of the dialogue window that pops up when you trade or when you purchase something. And that can be helpful so that you're not scrolling through an entire, thousands of things in your inventory because you can only see 3 items at any given time. Those are useful. And then there's a mod that fixes a strange bug with terminals. If you've ever... the bug is introduced after you visit the Federal Ration Stockpile. After you visit that terminal, every terminal after that will now hang on unlocking. It doesn't give you the right message, and sometimes when you leave the terminal, the door doesn't open when unlocking a security door. It's a strange bug.
You got a new tip? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
But the mod fixes that, and then I would install the unofficial Fallout 4 patch. Those are the mods I would definitely install. Continue.
Am I good?
Yeah. You're good.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Fluttery Hamburger tipped $5 via YouTube saying, Ox, I love your stuff to death. You got any future plans for the Old World Blues?
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, Old World Blues is a highly requested video series. It seems every single video I publish, someone in the comments is asking me to do a video on Old World Blues, and I'm going to do it. But as I've said in the past, I'm going to be going through the DLCs for all of the different Fallout games in order of release. So I've done Dead Money, I've done Honest Hearts, I did Anchorage, Operation Anchorage for Fallout 3, and I believe I want to do a Fallout 3 DLC next before doing a Fallout New Vegas DLC, just because I've only done one Fallout 3 DLC so far, and it's about time I go back and do another one. So I'll probably do a Fallout 3 DLC next, then a Fallout 4 DLC, and Old World Blues is after Lonesome Road, isn't it? I forget. I'll have to look it up. But it's probably not the next one I'm going to do. But I will be doing Old World Blues. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and that's okay. We have all the time in the world. Fallout New Vegas has been around for 7 years. I've got plenty of time. Old World Blues is not going anywhere. YouTube is not going anywhere. So we're good. Laser Sword Ray says something that I'm going to have to look up because I don't know the answer to your question. But he says, hey, Oxhorn, I love your channel. By the way, what do you think of the new company Switch for the free mods from Bethesda and the ability for that company to delete your account if they see fit? I don't know what you're referring to, but as far as I know, any company can delete any account at any time for any reason. That's usually in the terms and agreements that you sign. The end user license agreement, if you create an account, especially if it's a free account, with any company, they can delete it at any time. They're not obliged to let you have an account there, especially if you do something that they don't like say something racist or hateful or whatever. So, look, I'm not sure about the event that you're talking about, if there was some news release about Bethesda deleting accounts, but I'll have to look into it. Christian says with a tip, could you survive Fallout 4 in real life? No. Probably not. I'd have to prepare. You know, the sole survivor and his or her spouse is either a veteran, you know, a military person who's pretty, or, you know, a lawyer. I guess you don't have to be alive to be a lawyer. But they're a young couple with a baby. They're in their late 20s, early 30s, something like that. They're a young, healthy, happy couple. I would have to do a bit of working out. Probably. If I was to survive the post-apocalypse. Just a little bit. Just a few barbells here and there. Then I'd be good. Lord Diem says, who's more evil? The Brotherhood or the Institute? They're both pretty evil. The thing that makes both factions really evil is, first of all, they don't think they're evil. And secondly, they think that what they're doing is for the betterment of humanity and mankind. That gives them carte blanche to just do whatever they want. They don't think that what they're doing is evil, and they think it's for the betterment of mankind, so they can do whatever they want by just saying, oh, well, yeah, I did that, but it's for the betterment of mankind. Or it's for the betterment of science. I guess I would say, if forced to pick one as the most evil, I would say that the Institute is most evil. Only because they don't have any self-limitations. The Brotherhood does. They're really concerned about technology, and they think that technology can be abused. They admit that technology can be abused, it has been abused, and they want to prevent that from happening again. They have a lot of horrible methods, they have a lot of prejudices that are really horrible, but at least they're a little bit restraining on that. Institute doesn't have anything like that. They're going to use everything within their arsenal. Any amount of techinology, it's fair game. Oh, they found the FEV virus? Okay, let's go kidnap people from the Commonwealth and inject them and turn them into super mutants for science. It's important for science. So yeah, I'd say the Institute, if forced to pick. You're cool, Xbox. Says I'm new, but why did you start YouTube? I don't know. I started YouTube a long time ago. My first channel, I made my first channel in 2004. Long time ago when I was in college. I think I remember. I started my YouTube channel because at the time I was playing World of Warcraft and I was really enjoying watching videos of other people playing their characters in arenas in World of Warcraft. And they would do these arena videos synchronized with music. And I was watching them and they would always use this this hardcore death metal stuff, which, I've got an appreciation for death metal in certain situations. Or they would use trendy pop music. And I kept on thinking, man, if I ever did a video like this, I would use way better music. And so I think the very first video I ever did, the reason I created my first YouTube channel was because I was playing my druid in Warsong Gulch. Holy cow, I remember it all. I was playing my druid in Warsong Gulch, and I was the flag carrier. We were doing the capture the flag thing. And I just shot a 15-minute video of me going from one side to the other, capturing the enemy flag to a bunch of Irish pub music. I'm like, you've never seen a video like this set to Irish pub music before, have you? And that's the first video. I mean, it wasn't a hit. Nobody watched it. But that was why I started. Wasn't YouTube made in 2005, though? I don't know. It was really early on. I had my YouTube channel before you could make money on YouTube. It's so tragic. I've said this before, but my very first viral video was Rafflemau back in 2005 or 6, something like that. And it made millions of views, and I didn't get a dime off of it. Because it was before they introduced monetization on YouTube. Before you could monetize a video, my video went viral. So, of course, afterwards, I monetized it, but by then, it wasn't getting very many views. So, I never made any money off that original channel. But it was a fun time. Great learning experience. Ox, would you ever do a Witcher series? Says Ryan. Maybe. There's something intriguing about The Witcher. I saw a cinematic video that came out recently, like a 10-year anniversary or something like that. A big, nice, love you card to the fans. And I've never played a Witcher game. And I saw that, and I thought it was really nice that they would make that video. And then I started reading up on the lore. And it sounded like an interesting series. It sounds like something I would enjoy, even though it is fantasy. But it may be too adult for my channel. I know that there's a lot that you can do that is not quite in that game without having a lot of adult content. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's something I could consider. What did you think of South Park's last season? Asks Christian. I haven't seen it. I liked South Park back when I was in college. I watched it. I kind of just lost... Not that I lost interest. I'm sure I would still enjoy some of the episodes if I watched them. I just haven't kept up with it, so I haven't seen the latest season of South Park. Hey, but I'll quote you. I'll quote you from seasons like 4 or 5. It's been a while. What are your thoughts on X688, says Josh? He's the greatest argument that the Institute has that synths are not people. And yet at the same time, the man that he is could have very well been produced simply by brainwashing. Humans can be brainwashed. Synths, I'm sure, can also be brainwashed and mind wiped and reprogrammed, sure. But I remember reading on some of the terminals that in order to become a courser, you have to go through a lot of physical aptitude tests, and you have to go through a lot of mental aptitude tests, and you have to express your willingness to do what the Institute says. And they do a lot of conditioning. They do a lot of brainwashing on synths to get them to become coursers, which is why all of the coursers we find are like higher officers in the Institute who order around and direct some of the lower synths and are therefore the ones who are trusted to go outside of the Institute and do Institute business. To find a courser who has rebelled against the Institute is extremely rare. So rare, in fact, that we only know of one. And her name is escaping me, but she was in Far Harbor at Acadia. Started with a C. Her name started with a C. What was her name? I'm sure you guys will remember. But yeah, to find a courser that rebels against the Institute is extremely rare because they have been brainwashed. Your Cool Xbox says, what do you think about the Half-Life games? I played Half-Life 2. I have not played Half-Life 1. I played Half-Life 2 years ago, back in 2008 or so, long after it had been released, and I enjoyed it. It was really the first FPS I played that I enjoyed. Up until that point, I had primarily played RTSs and isometric RPGs. That was the first-person shooter I really enjoyed. I think it helped pave the way for my love of first-person shooters. Jennifer Montgomery says, Oxhorn, the Creative Club program needs a free demo system. Huh, so that you can install one of those creations and try it out before you buy? Yeah. I agree, but the practicality of that, I see why they don't do that. Because once you have something installed, how are they going to uninstall it, right? Because you have to manually install it. You have to pay for the item and then choose install, and then it installs. They would have to program something to uninstall software from your computer against your will if you choose not to pay for the demo. Or maybe they could restructure the demo so that the demo lasts for 15 days, and during that time you can have anything you want for free on the Creation Club, and then after that time they cut you off and you have to pay for everything after that. But then in the end that would defeat the purpose of the demo, which I think the reason you're asking about it is because you'd like to try before you buy. So there's a lot of, just practical issues that come with that. Chase, thank you everybody. Chase was the name of the courser in Acadia, in Far Harbor, who left the Institute. Thank you. Oxhorn, what's your dream car outside of Fallout? I've always been bad with cars. And I've never been a car guy. But the one show that kind of turned me into kind of a car guy is Top Gear. The British Top Gear, the original Top Gear. Of course, then they lost Clarkson and the crew and it became bad. But there's always the Grand Tour. Anyway, they did a review of this one car, and I don't even remember the name, because I'm not a car guy. I didn't think to remember it. I think it might have been a Bugatti. But the style of that car was beautiful. It had old world look to it, rounded corners, leather interior, a mahogany dash. I think that's my dream car. I know a cow, or I know a cow, says, what do you think of Hancock? I did all my thoughts on Hancock in a video that I published a few months ago. So just Google Oxhorn Hancock. And you'll know my thoughts on Hancock over the span of 30 minutes. It's a good bedtime watch. Grab my 822 says, do you think Fallout should be multiplayer? I don't know. I don't think Fallout should be multiplayer. And I think I've answered this question in the past, but one of the beautiful things about Fallout is it's so contemplative. You can go at your own pace. Yes, there are moments of fast-paced action, especially in the later Fallouts. But the majority of the game is really contemplative. As soon as you leave Vault 111, you can go at your own pace. Yeah, you could go to Red Rocket and find Dogmeat and then go to Concord and do the Museum of Freedom and, fight all these raiders. Or you could just walk off into the woods and look at the trees. and explore the sights. It's sort of go at your own pace, and if it became a multiplayer game, all of that would be interrupted. Things would start to become a little bit more frantic, a little bit more chaotic. There would be an economy now, and there would be other people in the places that you're going to, and you would have to worry about accessing things before other people did, because you don't know whether or not it's going to be unlocked, or if you're going to lose out on a reward, and suddenly becomes slightly a little bit competitive, and you know, it just kind of loses the feel of Fallout. Now that said, I would still love to play a multiplayer post-apocalyptic Fallout-ish kind of game. So I don't know. Maybe there's a place for a game like that. But I don't think it should be like a real Fallout game. Alright, let's try some of this vodka again. We've been avoiding it. Here we go. Whew. I worry about smoking now. Is my breath flammable? Loop Coop says, I went and got the Chinese stealth armor ASAP as soon as I got out of the vault. I did get the armor after a few hours of fighting. It was horrible, but worth it. Yeah, I can't even imagine. It was difficult for my level 36 character to defeat the gunners at the, man, that vodka, at the South Boston military checkpoint. So I can only imagine what a level 1 person straight out of Vault 111 would have to fight. It'd be pretty tricky. Ox, if you had to own one car from any Fallout game, what would it be and why? Gosh. I really like the Fusion Flea and the Zip. I think that they're really cute and interesting. I don't think that would be my one car, though, because I wouldn't fit. They're tiny cars. It's really a choice between the sedan and the Rocket 69 for me. Because the sedan is roomy and spacious and beautiful on the inside. They've got a bar. I showed this off on my video about the sedan, but there's a mini bar in the front seat of the sedan so that you can drink your cocktail while driving a nuclear-powered car. That's how insane the Fallout universe is. Get drunk while driving a nuclear-powered car. That's great. But then the Rocket 69 can go super fast. It's a car that can break the sound barrier, right? But it only seats one person. I think I'd take the sedan. Yeah, I'll take the sedan. Question. I'm new to your channel, and I love all of the Fallout content. But I noticed a lack of vaults from Fallout 3. For example, 116. Would that happen in the future? Yes, I have a playlist on my channel of all of the vaults from the Fallout franchise. I have got all of them from Fallout 4. I've got 3 or so from Fallout New Vegas. But I do have plans to go through all of the vaults in the entire franchise, including Fallouts 1 and 2. And I don't even know if it's applicable, but tactics, if it's applicable. But it's going to take time. Right now, the thing with Fallout 3 is when I started Fallout 3, I went through Operation Anchorage to gear up a little bit, and now I need to build up my character before I can start tackling some things. The way that many of the locations are tied together in Fallout 3 is a little bit more layered than in Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, many of the locations are standalone. There's maybe one quest, maybe 2 quests, possibly just a Radiant quest that'll take you to that location. In Fallout 3, and in particular Fallout New Vegas, many of the locations have 3 or 4 different quests that go to that location, each of which has its own plot. And so if you go and visit one location, you would have to go back to that location for each different quest that you do a video about. So I find that what I find myself doing in Fallout 3 is I pick a location that I want to go to, but before I can do my video on that location, I've got to do the 15 different quests that are related to that location so that I, get everything done correctly and in order. So, for example, there is one vault that I'm wanting to go to, but before I go to it, I gotta go through GNR and do a bunch of stuff. So I've got a list of content for Fallout 3 that I'm going to be going through first. Vaults are kind of higher up on the list because I got to do the quests first before I visit the vault. Anyway, that's my strategy there. Ryan says, I'm making Captain's Brew from Vim do a live tasting. No! I know I said in the video that I would try it out, but I lied. Because there's fish in Vim. Yuck! I don't fish. Well, I mean, I don't drink fish, and I don't eat fish. I mean, I'd hope most people don't drink fish. Fish is a horrible animal to have to drink. Most animals are horrible animals to have to drink. In fact, all animals are horrible animals to have to drink. Anyway, I don't drink fish. I don't eat fish. I'm not a big seafood guy. I like to catch fish. Fishing is fun. I come from a fishing family. But consuming the fish? Oh, you can't do that. If it had hooves, I'd be okay. Fish with hooves would have been fine. But fish with fins? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yo Diddly Dandy says, how many of these Scotch and Smoke Rings episodes are you planning on doing? Well, I mean, I don't know when I'm going to die. So I can't give you a set answer. I'm hoping for maybe 5,000-6,000 more. If I'm lucky. I don't know what that equates to in years. But this is episode 423, and I've been doing this show for 9 years now. So you can do the math on that. I'm not sure. Bravo Actual says, but milk? I mean, yes, that's an animal byproduct, but you're not drinking an animal. You're drinking a product of an animal. But you're still not drinking the animal. If the cow itself was in a liquefied state, that would probably be something I wouldn't want to touch. There are a lot of biological reasons for it to become liquefied, most of which are putrid. Now, if they had put the animal in a blender... Yeah, but then it's raw. Just say no to liquid animals. Are you planning on doing a Fallout 3 mod muster? And I saw a previous question about Fallout New Vegas. Says Nick's Gaming. No, not really. The thing with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas mods is I realize that those modding communities are still thriving and active. The Fallout 4 modding community is much more active, and it's, in my opinion, I think many people are having a lot more fun modding Fallout 4 just because it's a little bit more flexible. What I did with the mods in my game is I put very basic mods in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I wanted to change the look, because the original look of both games was not impressive. And I wanted to change models here and there to improve the polygon count and textures. I really wanted to change many of the textures in the game. So I spent many days after first installing the games to get up a modded game. And the only mods I install in both of those games now are improvements on the mods that I had installed previously, like a better texture mod or, minor maintenance to the games. I really don't install anything new. Now that said, I do maintain really detailed lists of all of the mods that I have installed in both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas in the description of every video that I publish. So if at any time you're interested in finding out which mods I'm using for Fallout 3 and Vegas, please check out those lists. They're in all the right order. I list them. I've even got my load order listed for you, so you can check that out. But I probably won't be doing a mod muster. I'll stick to Fallout 4 for that. Nicholas says, can you tell us a story about your first time drinking? I could, but it would be boring. It's not... Like, I think I was 21 and I went to a Mexican restaurant with family to celebrate. I wore a sombrero and had a tequila. And I didn't like it. And I didn't drink again for like 10 years. Come on. Hey. This thing is not burning right. It's muggy here in Seattle. Many of you are dealing with monsoons and tropical storms and hurricanes. In Seattle, we're dealing with the heat. This has been the driest summer in Seattle since the early 20th century, like 1911. I don't know the exact date. It's been almost 70 some odd years since it's been this dry in Seattle. We're all suffering up here. It's really hot. I've got my window open. I hope you can't hear my fan. I've got a breeze going through. I'm dying in this long-sleeved shirt. So I'm looking forward to fall. I'm looking forward to winter. Just bring on Christmas. Can we skip fall and just go straight to Christmas, please? Gunners versus the Talon Company, says Nick. Who would win? Interesting. Talon Company doesn't commandeer vertibirds. I think that says it right there. The Talon Company does not commandeer vertibirds, and they don't commandeer tanks. We find the Gunners in Fallout 4 trying to salvage a pre-war tank in a random encounter. The Talon Company just assassinates people. So, I'd go with Gunners. What would you recommend for a first whiskey? Well, it depends. Are you wanting Scotch or bourbon or another single malt Scotch whiskey? If Johnny Walker's a good whiskey, Red Label is a decent, widely available Scotch. If you want a good Scottish Scotch, like a peaty Scotch, get a Lafroig, a Glenlivet, a Glenmorangie, or a Lagavulin. As for bourbon, I really like Knob Creek. Knob Creek is probably my favorite bourbon. Plus, I love the black wax that they have on the neck of the bottle. Dude, what's your favorite vault, says Travis. Tough call, because they're all so horrible. Okay, if I had to pick my favorite vault in terms of its positive impact on the world, I'd say Vault 81, right? It's one of the few vaults that survived the experiments that Vault-Tec did upon them. And it's, you know, contributing to the culture and to society and all of that. But if I had to pick my favorite vault in terms of story, I'm going to put an asterisk next to my answer just because I haven't explored every vault yet. But of the ones I have explored, my favorite is Vault 11 because it's just so heartbreaking. So many layers of corruption that went on there. And it really talks about the human condition because a lot of people like to blame the NCR, blame the Legion, blame the Institute, blame pre-war America, blame capitalism, blame the military, blame the commies. All of those factions have their issues. But Vault 11 shows us a society completely disconnected from all of that. And yet we still find layer after layer of human corruption, greed, and evil. It shows you that the problem is not the faction and the ideology, really. The problem ultimately is human nature. That's what I like best about Vault 111. Vault 11. Not in 111. All right, sorry. It looks like I'm missing something, and the mods seem to have left. James Ice donated and asked about a Minuteman heavy response unit named 0 Hour, and you haven't answered that question yet. So, just to clarify, I don't have to answer every question, and if you do tip, I thank you, but I am not required to answer your question. So, I can at any time not answer a question, and I'm perfectly fine in doing that. But I do appreciate the tips, and I didn't answer the question because I missed it. So thank you for letting me know. But as for answering the question, are you talking about a mod? Or something that I wish was in the game? Now, I do wish that the Minutemen were a better fleshed out faction in the game in terms of the kind of military gear and technology that they can employ on the battlefield. Because you can improve the Minutemen as a faction really only by improving the Commonwealth. Yes, you build a lot of other settlements, you rebuild those societies, you're helping culture evolve, but you don't really evolve as a military force all that much. I felt that that was underplayed. So yeah, having a unit in the game called a heavy response unit named 0 Hour or something like that, sure, why not? I mean, it could be anything. Where is the Lonesome Road DLC? It says Fallout NV Fanboy. It's available on Steam for a low price of money, and you can get it there. As for my content, it's coming. You guys crack me up. Why is Three Dog such a nice guy? Says Stefan. I think everybody loves Three Dog so much because he's funny, he's humorous, he's silly, he's your stereotypical radio jockey, but at the end of every broadcast, he tries to hand out helpful tips to everyone trying to survive the wasteland and providing them with good advice on how to find the Brotherhood of Steel, for example, and talking about which people are the good guys and which people are the bad guys, and making fun of John Henry Eden. So I think people of the Capital Wastelands really like him because he is someone they can relate to. He is one of them. The complete opposite of that is John Henry Eden, who is talking above everybody. And he is really talking down to everyone in the Capital Wastelands. He is talking to them as if they are children. Now, there are some people who are all about it, like, what's that? The name of that guy? The name of the guy in Megaton who you talk to and he goes on and on and on about the Enclave and John Henry Eden. There are guys like that who will eat that kind of stuff up. But most of the people who are practical and trying to survive in the wasteland are turned off by condescending stuff like that and would rather talk with somebody who's like them, who gets them, who can help them, like Three Dog. That's why Three Dog is as popular as he is. I think the Lone Wanderer likes him so much because the first thing you hear when you turn on Galaxy News Radio after leaving the vault is him say that he saw your father and he's a good guy. Those are the first things you hear. That's probably why we all like him. Picus says, my dude. Quick, with a tip. Thank you, sir. What's your favorite video game? Pro tip. There's so much in this. You can't say Fallout. Gosh. My favorite game that isn't Fallout? I really enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactics. I really enjoyed Chrono Cross. Those are fond memories from my childhood. The Mario franchise is amazing, as is Super Mario RPG. That was one of my favorite RPGs. Enjoyed World of Warcraft a lot. I guess I'd say, if I'm talking about a game that I'm just enjoying right now, of course it's going to be Metro. I mean, if I can't say Fallout, it's going to be Metro because it's the only game that I'm spending my time playing. Which reminds me, we should start playing Metro soon. James says, hey, sorry for sounding rude there. I'm not worthy. No fret, my friend. It's okay. No hard feelings. Okay. We got to switch games. All right, or switch tactics here. It's time to play some Metro. Now, as is typical here in Oxhorn's crazy computer setup, you never know what's going to happen. My computer could crash, I could lose my internet. Anything happens when Oxhorn tries to play a video game while streaming live to the world. So, cross your fingers and hold on to your hats, because I'm about to start playing a video game. Let's turn off my Dixieland music. Check. Let's start Steam, because apparently I had that off. Hopefully I don't have to download an update, because that would just make things longer. Prolong the inevitable. Oh, it's active. Great. Now, let's find Metro. And hope that we don't crash. Crossing fingers. Crossing fingers. I'm seeing a lot of glitches, a lot of hitching. Please don't crash. Game. Computer. Oh, no, really? Oh, come on, really? No! Hold on. I gotta fix it. Hold on. Go. I think I'm still broadcasting, and if that's the case, then at least we still have my face. But I gotta fix this, I gotta fix my game. Hold on, it's not working. I can't even Alt-Tab. Come on. Alright. Ah! Okay, I got my computer back. There we go. My mouse was not working for a minute there. Let's try this again. Am I still broadcasting? I am. I'm still broadcasting. Okay, good. So, let's turn off my shadow play, because shadow play sometimes interferes with the Steam overlay and my broadcast, and that may be what happened. So, oh, great. GeForce Experience is downloading an update. You know, I should probably do these things before I go live, shouldn't I? One day, I will become a professional. You know, maybe after another 9 years of doing this, I'll become a professional. Great that NVIDIA GeForce Experience is updating right now. Oh, how many gigs are you downloading? Really? N7 Alpha says, how many monitors do you use? 3. I just can't do what I do without all 3 of my monitors. There we go. It finished downloading. No, I don't want to start recording now. I just want to turn off shadow play. There we go. It's off. Great. Now I've got OBS over on that corner. I've got my chat over on that corner. I can go to Steam and try again. Please, 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 please. Play game. No. Ah, there we go. Finally, let's hear that music. Guitar riff. Perfect. Alright, we're going to the next one. I realize you can't see my screen yet. I have to wait through this long cutscene at the very beginning before I can show my screen. Let's get to the menu. Alright, we're at the menu now. Let me go over to OBS and turn off my webcam. Turn on Metro. Turn on my small webcam and hopefully it'll work. Haha! Bingo! The best way to guarantee that your game doesn't crash is to have a machine to broadcast and another to gameplay. I mean, you're right. I can't argue with your logic. You're right about that. I should have a machine dedicated to broadcasting and one dedicated to playing. But I don't don't want to spend the money, and it's one more thing I have to update and take care of. It's just a huge hassle.
It's hard to describe.
But you
my
are
feelings
right.
at that moment. Exhausted, yes, but joyful.
Oh,
I had made it.
okay. So where we last left our hero, we had just entered the hub. I think it's called the hub. It's a city of... It's a big city, so we need to reload, buy stuff, rearm ourselves, and move on, okay?
Welcome to Polis, Captain Krasnov.
No smoke
Come a
rings, says
long
Huff
way,
and
young
Puff.
man.
All right, I'll try some
Where
smoke rings,
exactly are
okay?
you from?
He's from the exhibition.
What, can't he speak for himself?
Look, Captain, it's the kid's first time in Polis. He's been through hell getting here, and he's carrying Hunter's message to Miller.
I've got a
So,
breeze
cut him some
going
slack,
on.
huh?
All right. Get changed. There's the clothes. You can leave your gear. It'll be safe here. You'll get it back sparkling clean.
You go ahead and take some rest, Artyom, and I'll go find Miller. I hope he's not out on a mission.
Okay.
By the way, don't forget to scrub yourself down in the lobby, old man.
I won't. You pain in the ass.
Would you rather have two-headed kids? Idiots.
All right, what do we got here? Stop exchange.
Need ammo? Ask me.
No, I don't really use
Bang! And problems come.
those, and... Oh, I've only got 10 minutes left of that.
Take some. Always handy. Always handy.
Now
A cure for everything.
I need at least 30 minutes worth. And my ammunition.
Waiting for them at the block station.
Oh, this gun. That's right, I swapped it out. I no longer have my sniper rifle. I now have this dart thing. And then this is...
Where is he?
Where's my shotgun?
Colonel, sir, report.
Dismissed.
I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. No, I don't need that. What ammunition does this use? Oh, man. All right, well, I think I'm good.
I'm Miller. Where is the message from Hunter?
You won't find
This way.
better rates in the whole metro.
Yeah, I'll go that way in a second. I've got more shopping to do, buddy. I'll give you your message from Hunter in just a minute. All right, what guns do I've got? I've got this thing. This is brand new. Yeah, this is my silence thing that I just got. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. And it makes a great noise. All right, what's this? Hold on. This pre-war sight makes aiming the gun at close and medium range easier, but without sacrificing much of the field of view. Okay, yeah, this is... I already have a scope equipped, don't I? No, I've got nothing equipped, don't I? All right, I got to get something. Do I want an IR sight precisely hitting targets in the dark? I can't make every weapon a sniper. Well, I can. This is my one silenced weapon now. All right. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, wait. There's more to customize. I've got the silencer. Already. Okay, so what's this? Ooh! Big
For you.
gun?
Just buy and shoot.
Oh. What has he got? He's got a big gun for sale. Assembled from common bicycle
Take it.
parts
Just one of those
and
left.
metal pipes with the most basic tools, this revolver shotgun is easy to manufacture as it is efficient in the enclosed space of the metro. At the start of World War III, ooh,
Nice gun.
I love
You
lore.
won't regret buying
This
your
was the
purchase.
best assault rifle used by the Army. It is extremely sought after in the Metro due to its great performance. How much does it cost? All right, let's replace my gun here. I want to buy this first.
Great rate.
Let's customize this first. Great. Now, let's... Do I want the Kalash?
Take it. Just one of those left.
Yeah, I do. I want it. So let's sell that. Sell the Kalash. And then buy that bad boy. I'm running out. Okay. Well, no, wait. Let's customize it first. Ooh, but I'm running out of money. I could use everything for the scope. No, I'm not going to worry about sights now. Let's talk about this. I do need that. That's nice. That brings me down a bit. Do I need a silencer? No, I've got my sniper thing. I don't need a silencer for this. I'll worry about that later, but a reflex sight would come in handy. Yeah, let's get the reflex sight. And I'm out. I'm totally done. I'm as broke as a really broke thing. All right, let's keep on going. Up! Fade to black. You drink your vodka, comrade. I drink my vodka.
Well, thank you for bringing this to Polis. Was a brave thing you did. I'll call an emergency session. When they summon you, you'll report the situation. All council members, please assemble in the council chamber. I repeat, all council members, please proceed to the council chamber. Escort the boy to the council chamber.
Look, man, why the fuck do you always drink so much?
I had to.
Do you? Fuck that, man. As if you have nothing better to do.
Ah, fuck better.
Yeah, right. And every time you get pissed drunk, I end up carrying you. I sure as hell could do better.
Sorry, man. Well, once, me and the boys were having a drink. Well, a few drinks. Lots of drinks. Shit, we were plastered.
You're always blessed.
Look at the accordion guy back there.
Anyways,
That is
so
an
we had
epic
to
hat.
but wanted more.
I want that hat.
What do
Can I
you
get
want?
by? I can.
Hell no.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
Did I interrupt
That's
you?
unusual.
Sorry, bro. Go
New
on.
face.
Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
we went to have another.
What have
and
you to
realized
drink?
We're in the fucking
Be my
tunnel.
guest.
What the hell? Fuck if I know. 1 minute we're leaving the bar and somebody stepped on my hand. Then
I'll take
we're
it.
in the tunnel.
Looks
Dark as
delicious.
shit.
So,
we just looking around, and then we see them sneaking along the wall.
He's sampling his own wares. I love it. Poor guy. He's gonna fall over drunk. All right. Sorry, kid. Would you move, please?
Bastards. We barely got the best of it.
Ooh. Oh, my character's woozy now. Oh, I didn't know drinking got you drunk. Well, of course, I probably should have known that drinking got you drunk. But one drink, really?
Stop bothering me. Both of them so wasted they couldn't.
Hello.
You can't go in there. It's a high danger zone.
A high danger zone. Ooh, are they doing experiments on something? Ooh. There's something on the table back there. What's this guy doing?
Do you have a fish?
Is he fishing?
No, darling, no. Wait a bit more, please.
Hey, fishing.
When is it going to bite?
I don't know.
All right, let's go, comrade. Oh my. Long meeting.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Artyom, I'm stunned that the council has refused to help your station. I'm ashamed that they lack the courage you have already shown. But Polis is not the whole metro. There still are people who will rise up and fight the threat of the Dark Ones. Okay. Listen carefully. The Rangers have found several well-preserved missile bases near the city. Some could probably be activated and deliver a missile strike against the Dark Ones. The problem is that the missiles are supposed to be launched from the command center, D6, but we don't know where that is, or if it's operational. However, we do know where that information can be found. There's a huge library on the surface. Dangerous place, but it contains a secret military archive. We must go there. Okay, we'll split up now to avoid the tension. You'll go up from here. I've already arranged that. When you've made your way to the library entrance...
Whoops. Sorry, hold on.
I'll be there waiting for you. Okay? Hey, Artyom, be careful. Ah, one more thing. When we go back, we'll head straight for Sparta base. My rangers will meet us there.
Sounds good. All right, mods, if you see any great tips from the viewers, feel free to hop on in and deliver those tips to me from them. I'm not going to be able to read them because I'm playing the game. All right, we got a new note here. Who said that stupid and pompous phrase about responsibility coming with power? I think it was Spider-Man. Spider-Man. He's thinking of Spider-Man. Looks like in the Metro universe, everyone watched Spider-Man. I thought that police was the pinnacle of all power in the Metro. Its guards armed to the teeth. To the tooth? To the teeth. Its incredible reputation among any factions and stations. Its stores of food and ammunition. Its wealth and prosperity. Police is the hub of the universe, but apparently this hub does not care one bit for some backwater station. The council didn't even want to waste time hearing us out, but after reluctantly agreeing to do so, it just lazily stamped declined on the desperate plea of the exhibition. And it wasn't just my request that was declined. They did it to Miller, to the head of the Rangers. I thought it was all over, if not for Miller and his people. The Rangers are not called an order for nothing. They are a veritable knightly order, a state within a state, a brotherhood of people sworn to oaths, adherence to which they value higher than their lives. And the Rangers are sworn to protecting the Metro from all the dangers threatening its dwellers, no matter what station they live at or what they believe in. I love the Rangers now! I'm filled with patriotic pride for the Rangers! Alright, let's go.
Alright, I have a question. I got some. Okay. So Sergeant Benjamin Montgomery says, "Hey Oxhorn, are you ever gonna do lore on Metro?"
I climbed up to the bones of Moscow.
Maybe.
To search for the secret of D6.
Hold on, what's that?
And a way to awaken the horde of missiles.
So I want to play through the game first, which is why I'm doing the live stream. And that's what I did with Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. I played... Ooh. Here we go. I played through all the games first to get the feel of the games, to understand the story, before I went back and did lore. The only difference is now I'm live streaming it. So that's what I'm doing with Metro. And if I end up thinking that it's something suitable for my channel, I may make lore. But you know what? I've got some new guns. This is my... This is not a sniper. This is my... I don't know what... Alright. This is my... This is my new bicycle chain gun, machine gun. Oh, I love the look of this. My shotgun. Okay, shotgun. That's my sniper. No, that's my sniper. Yes, this is my... Alright. I got it. I got it. Ooh, it's a little bit chilly outside, eh? Oh no, dead guy. Oh, poor guy.
We have another question by the unnamed outcast, and who is your favorite companion from Fallout 4?
From Fallout 4, gosh, it's tricky. I really like Nick. It's between Nick, Kate, or Curie. Those are my favorites. Yeah, I'm gonna die because I'm one of those Fallout players who meticulously explores every corner. And I'm gonna run out of air, aren't I? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen here. Alright, I need to be careful. Maybe I should just move onward. Alright, here we go. Bingo. Okay. Whoa. Okay, two choices. We can go. That looks precarious. Oh! Gosh, I'm loving this thing. I saved so much ammunition. What was that, man? What was that, man? What is that, man? All right, well, lots of spiders, but I'm gonna brave it. Ooh, snip, snip. Ha ha ha! My bravery is rewarded. Here we go. I keep hearing something skittering around outside. You hear that? I don't know if that's just a critter, a doodad, or what. Oh, you doggone arachnids. Oh, there's nothing back here. Hey! Hey! What was that? What is that? I can't take my time here. I gotta... It's not like I've got all the time in the world. I gotta do something. I'm gonna run out of air. There was that body down there that I wanted to get, but I don't know if I can get back up if I go down there. Oh, hey there, buddy. Nope, nothing to say, huh? Whoo-wee. Hey, whoa, both these guys have been here for a long time. This tells me that when the bombs dropped... Alright, hold on. No time for that. Ooh, there's all sorts of goodies out here. Oh, yuck. What is that? No, I don't need that. I just bought a bunch of new guns. Ah! 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 Doggone it all. Ah! Yeah, you doggone blasted thingamabobber, get the... Hey! Hey! No! What? He missed me! Am I dead? Am I dead? I'm dead. No, I'm not dead! I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I was almost dead. How did I not die? Hey, where'd he go? I'm swapping a filter here, man. You gotta give me a break. fly straight towards me. That's what I want. I'm hitting him, but come on! You doggone flying thing! About blasted time! Jiminy crickets! I probably used the wrong gun for that, didn't I? Well, I have no idea where I am. The guy picked me up and dropped me off somewhere. What is this place? I don't want to get wet. It's freezing cold out there. I'll get hypothermia. Hey! Hey! Who's shooting guns? You shooting guns without talking to me about it? That's not... Ooh. Wait a minute. That's a mistake. Oh! Oh, I thought I saw a tripwire. What is this? It's under there. Alright. Okay, so this guy dropped me off way over here. Is this a bus I can explore? No, it's right up against the water. Ooh. I think that's where I go. Which means I need to find that body. Hey! What was that? What was that? What was that? Man. It's not even right. I'm getting Lord of the Rings, like, Gates of Moriah vibe going on. Ah! Come on, man. And then we got someone shooting guns over there. But have me. No! No! Can I get him? Where are the flag jerk? Oh! Where? Am I back where I started? Is this where I started? I am back where I started, dog nubbit. Oh, but there's that guy. Let's do it. I gotta find out what's down here. Even if I can't get back up. There's the key. I want the key. No, I want the key. Thank you. Now for the struggle. How do I get back up? Well, I'll be. Looky here. And nothing. Ooh, but I saved. No, still gotta find a way back out now. I can do it. We got this. There we go. Look at that. A little human ingenuity. Okay, now to find that hole in the ground. Hey! Oh, water. Yeah. Okay, that's me. That's me. Now to find that hole in the ground. And you're totally going to run out of filters, says old school cool. Hey. I mean, you may be right. But that is why I got 30 minutes worth. I should have got an hour's worth, shouldn't I? If you live long enough, you live to have regrets. Live and let live, my friends. Live and let live. I'll kill him later. Okay, now I just have to find... What?! Oh, there's another one of these doggone blasted things. Come on, fly straight towards me. Fly straight towards me, that's what I want. Stop circling around, I gotta conserve my ammunition. Oh, no! Not cool, you can't gang up on me like that. That's not the way of the world. I mean, it is the way of the world, but... This gun sucks! I hate it! I hate this gun! Why is it so weak? I don't like the music playing. That's better. That is better. You slow loading stinking. Hey, buddy. Who are you? What are you shooting at? But okay, I'll take it. Oh, another one. Oh, that's good. See, this is why I hit that gun. Took your good sweet time getting here, whoever you are.
Hold the line!
Circle, you said. Where's the circle? It's just you and me. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Probably shouldn't jerk the mouse like that, right?
We're here, that's good. We were worried. Now remember what to do?
No?
We need to get to the military archives. It is somewhere beneath the main library.
Okay.
Yeah. We can reach it through the main reading hall, alright? Now freezing here. Let's go.
Okay. He's gonna run out of bullets, running low on ammo. Yeah, I am running out of ammo, aren't I?
Let's go, guys.
Let's go. Ten rounds left of that.
Watch the outside. We'll go with our team to check the hall.
8 rounds there. 17 rounds there.
Seems to be quiet. Guys, a flock of birds came to see us. I'm coming! If the door upstairs is locked, try to find a way to open it. Don't hold them long.
Great. Great.
What the hell? A snake. That means...
Okay, I gotta find a key. What was that? Oh! Oh! What the? Oh my gosh. Great, well, so that's what this is. Fantastic. I don't even know. I'm looking for a book. I gotta find a way to block the doors. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. I'm gonna run out of ammunition, aren't I? I have to go all the way around. Running out of ammo. These use the same ammunition. That's a major mistake. Why did I make that mistake? I should have used a different ammo type. Doggone it. Books? No? Okay, what am I doing in this room? I'm confused. Shoot the board on the door. Okay. Nope, I'm just wasting ammunition. Oh! I've been here the whole time and they're just now coming through?
Don't go anywhere. We'll come for you on our way back. It's a joke.
Thank you.
Any longer, and those beasts would have ripped us apart. Good work, Arthur.
Since this uses the same ammunition, I'm just going to use my single shot guy here.
Arthur, come take a look. Who cares? In a gas mask, we won't smell it anyway.
Whoa! Was that a monkey? Now it works.
What's that picnic? Something familiar.
Okay. I guess I need to get up on there, huh? Okay. Huzzah! Ooh. It's like some sort of coagulated blood stuff. Can I open this door for the guys? Nope, it's locked. Though I did pick up a key. At least I'm getting more ammunition. This is the way out. What? Where can I get a key? Where do I find a key? Alright. If anyone knows where the key is to save us all the agony, please go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna check every bookshelf. And look behind every book to find the blasted key. Oh! Oh! Clever, clever, clever. Gotcha. Alright, that's what I'm supposed to do. Bingo.
Then you are. Let's go.
But we got that door to worry about now. I hear someone singing. If only I could use another one of these to knock whatever comes through that door, you know?
You keep fucking, will it ever end? My, oh my. You've probably read about it in books of the saints. It must have been beautiful ones. Librarian! There's no trouble. Watch your back!
No! Hey, buddy, come on.
Okay, he's still alive. Artyom, I must take him to Polis. You'll have to find the map yourself. Here are the floor plans.
Great.
The entrance to the military archive is somewhere on the first floor of the library. The door the librarian went through leads there. There's not much time. Dawn's coming. Go now, and remember what I told you about the beast, okay? I'll try to come back as soon as possible. Go.
Fantastic. Fantastic! By myself, low on ammo, gonna suffocate, I'm out of air. Alright, what can we do now? Oh, come on, get out of there. What? What?
I was alone again. And soon I would look into the eyes of fear.
Oh.
Literally.
Wait, is he using the word literally correctly? I mean, I don't want to literally look into the eyes of fear. A monster that's scary I can handle, but the literal eyes of fear is a bit much for me. Oh, hey! No? Great. We got King Kong over here. Oh, man. Not happy. Not happy one bit. This is not me being happy. This is me being sad. This is me being not pleased with the current situation. But I am pleased with all of the ammunition I've got that I can't use because I don't have the right gun. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Yes, that's fine. You can waste my ammunition. I'll just unload my entire clip into you. How about that? I wasted all of my ammunition on him. 5 left. is my last 5 rounds. Oh, did I get him? Is that him? Did I get him? I don't hear him breathing and monkeying around, so... So I'm gonna say yes. Why is everybody saying F? I get that F is my light. I don't understand. Okay, there's nothing in here, is there? No, I'm just wasting time, aren't I? All right. Ah! 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 Oh! Hello, precious! It's gonna waste all my ammunition! And I'm done. Okay. Alright. Alright.
I was alone again, and soon I would...
Maybe I should just try running. How about that? No, that doesn't work, does it? Alright, well.
I was alone.
At least I lived longer in my last strategy. That should have hurt. Run away, keep running, nope, 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 nope. It's not working. Alright. Okay. Can't kill him. Can't kill him. Don't shoot him? Don't shoot him. Look him in the eyes and... Yeah, look him in the eyes and he won't attack. Thank you. That's great. It's great advice. Maybe I won't shoot him. Oh, but I'm at a save point. Okay, I'll try not to shoot him. See what happens if I try not to shoot him. He's gonna kill me if I don't shoot him. I've gotta shoot him. Right? That's the game. Oh, and this fell behind me. That's why I couldn't go back, because it collapsed behind me. Great. Man, at least I've got this door protecting me, but it's the only way out, so I gotta blang it down. I said blang, didn't I? I gotta blast it down, or bang. It was a combination of blast and bang. Here we go. Just every little piece. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ox, you must sneaky attack. Oh! Stealth! Of course! Thank you. Vodka, cheers. That was some big, scary monkey butt. Stare at their eyes and they don't attack? I mean, if enough of you say it, I'm gonna believe it, but that can't possibly be it. Stop telling me to stare at his eyes. I'm gonna die. Stare at his eyes and he won't attack. Just think I'm an idiot. Get off of me, you doggone friggin' zombie monkey! No! No! Get back! Get back! Yeah! What is this? We're okay. All right. Can I open this? No. Can I attack it? No, I can't. All right. Oh! Alright, it's not literal fear, but I do get what he's hinting at here. Pretty scary. No. Running super fast. No, Blackstock. How can you find me? Get off me! Did I waste all my ammunition? Yes, I did. Alright, I still got this thing. Whatever this is. Okay. Gotta go up again. There we go. Seeing this? You seeing this? You see this? This is crazy. This is nuts. But I'm safe, right? Oh no, I can open this gate and then I'm not safe. Gosh dang it, man. Just move. Just move. Move. Stop patrolling against this wall. What are they doing over there? Okay, now I'm no longer scared and I'm just bored. And I'm stuck, aren't I? I am really stuck. Tell you what, sometimes running does the trick, right? No, no, no! No, no, no! What? What is this? I can't control this. Oh, great. Ah, no, stupid, this doggone! No, you just teleported up on me. Oh, yes! They are not immortal. Oh, look at this. But there's another one. Slowly open the door. Yes, that's great.
The underground depository was a frightening place. and I had no idea where or what to search. But I refused to think that all my efforts would come to nothing.
Alright, next save point. I need to leave so that I can finish my video for tomorrow. Oh, come on. Am I stuck? Sure, let's stop here and read. How about that? I didn't collect any in the depository or the alley. Aww. What are these librarians? We gave these creatures this funny name just because they were way too horrible to remain unnamed. One thing is certain, they are no mere beasts. I have no idea the clay did radiation. I have no idea the clay did radiation molded these. What? I have no idea the clay did radiation molded these abominations out of. That doesn't make any sense. But they are definitely too smart for regular mutated animals. I see a glitter of intelligence in their eyes, and we don't know what it is that they see in our eyes. But as you don't run. Really? But as you don't run? But as you don't run, don't fight and just keep staring directly at one of these. Something happens, and you get to keep your life. Oh! But if you don't run, you don't fight, and you just stare at them, Are you kidding me? You guys were telling me the truth? That if I just stare them in the face? Really? I thought you guys were lying to me. If you don't stare at them and you just fight, if you fight and you just stare them in the eye, something happens, and you get to keep your life. Even though one of these can crush an experienced and alarmed fighter like a bug. Yeah, I found that out. Could it be that when looking into human eyes, they recall, however vaguely, that once they were humans too? Yeah, I know. He's saying, we freaking told you so. You should have listened. You think we would lie to you? I mean, you're right. I'm wrong. From now on, I will listen to the chat, okay? I promise. I'm sorry. I'm like, stare him in the eyes. Really? Really? Okay. But no, that's the truth. Okay. We should have a moment to test this out in the future, I guess. But I gotta find the next save point because I really gotta get to work on my next video for tomorrow. Otherwise, I will be out of time. And that's no good. Stare at him in the eyes, he says. Okay. Ew. I guess I missed that, huh? Yeah, I did. Oh, great. Hey. Hey. Hey! Hi. Yep, just you and me. Oh, you're so big and strong. You're a big, strong monkey man. It worked! I can't believe it worked! It worked! All this time. All that agony could have been avoided. Alright, well, I learned something. Thank you all for helping me out. I should have listened. My bad. Lesson learned. Next time I'll be sure to listen. Of course, now that you know I'm going to listen, you're going to exploit that. But that's okay. I deserve it at this point. All right, I need to... Oh! Okay, he's back. Yeah, all right. He's back. Don't worry. I'm just going to stand here. I know the secret now. The light! Right! I get it, the light! Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to end this broadcast because I got to get to work on tomorrow's video. But thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel for Scotch and Smoke Rings. Episode 435, I believe, is the next one. I don't even remember. But in next week's episode, we'll start off right here, staring at this guy's lovely eyes. And I'll remember to turn my flashlight off. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm heading out. Be sure that each and every one of you stays classy.